Hey guys, Ray Reed here for Freedom Friday episode number 6, and today's message is discipline creates freedom. I'm going to keep this short and sweet for you guys, but this has been resonating with me a ton over the last week, and it's all I can think about for really the next, when I think about the future in the next 4, 5, or 6 weeks, this is the theme that's playing in my head, right? Discipline creates freedom. You guys know I'm all about freedom, Freedom Friday, right? Freedom is what I'm all about. Doing what I want with who I want, whenever I want to do it, right? But to create that freedom, you have to create it, right? So to get that freedom, you have to be disciplined. There has to be some things that you do that you probably don't want to do. The key is, how can you be disciplined? Can you put positive constraints on yourself for a short amount of time to create the freedom for a long amount of time? And so to give you an example, for the last 7 days and for the next 7 days, I'm working on massive skill development. All I'm doing is working on my skills. All I'm doing is working on my scripts. All I'm doing is working on my handling objections, my closes, whatever it is. I'm doing things that I don't want to do. I'm rereading stuff that I've already read, rewriting stuff that I've already written. I'm recording myself saying the scripts and the words that I needed to say, and then I'm listening to them over and over and over and over and over again. But it's important for me to do that because the next 40 days after that, I'm going to be in the game, right? I'm going to be using these scripts. I have to be disciplined now so that I can get the results over the next 40 days to create the results that I want to create, the freedom, right? And then the next 40 days is a different kind of discipline. Again, the question is, what positive constraints can you put on yourself that are going to help you create the results and the freedom that you want, right? So for me, over the next 40 days, when I'm going to be working 12-hour days, 70-hour weeks, 80-hour weeks, well, I need to have high energy. I need to be on top of my game mentally, physically, right? So you guys know this. Now, this is part of the sacrifice and the discipline here. So part of my freedom, or part of what I love to do, is I love world-class craft beer, and I drink it often. So over the next 40 days, I'm not going to be drinking at all. I'm giving it up for 40 days to be the best version of myself. I'm putting a positive constraint. I'm constraining myself from having any type of alcohol for 40 days so that I can be the best version of myself for 40 days so that I can create the results that I want during those 40 days so that I can then have freedom for 320 days or 325 days or whatever it is. So do you see the key here? Positive constraints and discipline for sometimes a short amount of time will create the freedom for most of the time. So that's the key. What can you be disciplined on? What positive constraints can you put on yourself right now? What can you do in sacrifice? And then what can you do for a short amount of time that's going to create those results? So I just encourage you guys that next time that you need to do something and you don't feel like doing it, do it and remind yourself, tell yourself, discipline creates freedom. I want this weekend. I want this evening. I want this next month or next year. I have to do this now so that I can achieve that. Remember, discipline creates freedom. You want a world-class lifestyle? You want to do what you want? You got to be disciplined. You got to do what you need to do, not what you want to do sometimes, so that you can do what you want to do all the time. Hope that helps. Look forward to talking to you guys next week. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'm fired up to be adding value to you guys and hearing your feedback from me. Thanks. See ya.